And you got famous, what, 14?
13.
Jesus Christ, Danielle.
Yeah. Socks, tissue, oh yeah, okay. Now what?
What is up, Mothermuckers? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we have the one, the only, infamous, beautiful, bad motherfucking baby. I'm so excited to have you here. You excited to be here? Girl power. I'm so excited. I know you guys have wanted this for a long time. If you know the drill and you've seen my podcast, we have these rink-a-dink ass flashcards. I didn't have time to do like the whole like shebang like I usually do, but you know, these will work. I'm gonna address the elephant in the room, and I'm gonna get the backstory. You ready? All right. Okay. How did you and Bama become friends?
Okay, so I wanted to state this. I also, before we start, I want to state that this will be my last time publicly, privately addressing anything to do with this girl. I was just recently called obsessed by someone that claimed to be my own fan because she's not talking about the situation anymore. And I wasn't just propping my phone up and ranting about her. I was just replying to comments or when people would say stuff on my lives. The most recent thing was like I said something about our hair because somebody was saying with the blonde hair that I was copying her, and I just was like, you know, it's a psychological thing. Y'all just think of me when you see her, you think of me. So I was like, it's just a psychological thing. She could wear red or brown hair. I could wear blonde hair. We've both been doing that, and it doesn't necessarily mean
it's not one person comparing to the other. Like, it's just a general thing to do.
That's one thing that I was, like, always saying something about was, like, the comparing, because it's like I've been alive for 22 years, never once woke up and seen a picture of her and said, oh, I want to do this because she's doing it. Very pretty girl, nothing physically wrong with her, but I just never did it, so I just don't think that should be being said. And do you think that was like that was like very mature, right? That was like a very like broad regular statement. It wasn't like an attack or anything, right?
Let's get one thing straight.
But I'm obsessed.
No, you're not obsessed.
Because everyone in my fucking thing, I was literally on live with my daughter in the pool, and people were like, you know, you were copying her with that blonde hair, and I was like,
social media is always going like, okay, it's almost like a telenovela, right? Like it's like a reality TV show to them. All of us, like all three of us, are just an unobtainable thing. Like we are not going to ever be like the common friend to them. So like for them, seeing you is their reality TV. Reality TV, there's drama. They want something to spark. They're going to continue to try and ride this story out for the next 5 years. I'm with you. I'm done talking about it.
Because it's like, if I'm obsessed, then I could post a picture of a fucking
unicorn
black wall and they're going to say something, whether it's you're better than her or something negative towards me about her. It's like, but I'm the one, like, I am a very defensive person. Like, I do it with my family, I do it with my friends, I do it on the internet. That is just me. It's a shitty fucking quality to have as a famous person, because you're supposed to not say anything, not reply to comments, not this, not that. And it's not that I be hurt or that I be upset. It's more that I be like,
because it really,
let me check you real quick and make you feel dumb. That's what it be. That's why it's so weird to me. Like, but people don't see that. They just see, she's mad. We got her mad, or she's obsessed. Like,
yeah. And I'm gonna be honest, it's not like that. Like, I know this was a very like personal situation
that
happened with you.
It's just a quality I have, and I do it with everything. It's like, okay, you see me saying something about her, but I'm still addressing shit from 1894 too. Like.
You're addressing Christopher Columbus. Like he's addressing.
I'm still trying to figure out when he sailed the ocean blue, bitch. Like,
he's trying to fact check when the fuck that happened, because did it happen? I feel you. It's anything you do, it'll always be negative.
It's like they're just grasping this one thing I'm doing when I'm doing it with 35 other things too. It's like, it's not that. I'm just especially with that, I have way more stories to tell, way more things I haven't said. Like, it's like, and first of all, bitch, you talked about my kid. You think I'm ever gonna be done?
Yeah. I mean, like, I don't personally know what that
feels like. And then people want to say, oh, you talked about her family, she talked about yours. I talked about grown ass adults.
No, to be fair, I talked about her family. I talked about her mother.
I talked about adults.
I mean, a child. I see what you're saying. I see the comparison.
A child that wasn't even one yet.
Yeah, I understand.
That can't even talk
or defend herself. So
and then what she said was so crazy. Like,
which part?
She said, "Fucking for a bag." Now you hear Callie. Like, what do you think he was doing with you?
You're talking about Levon?
Yeah.
I actually don't even know like the true. Let's go back. Okay, like let's take this all the way back. The reason I got involved, okay, is because the clips were going viral, the TMZ article, and I was like, oh, this is crazy, you know? Someone commented under my TikTok and was like, yo, you should add Bama to the Bop House. And let me tell you why they said that. The Bop House is known, you know, like, basically, to not sugarcoat it, a bunch of whores in a house. Okay, so they were like, yo, it was a diss at Bama.
They were being funny.
They were trying to be funny,
they were
right?
being funny.
So
and you kind of just were
I was
like,
trying to
I would
be,
never.
Yeah, like, it was a funny thing for me. I was like, yo, like, I'm not with the home wrecking shit.
Yeah.
She saw it. Me, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a CEO. I'm that bitch when it comes to making my bag. I'm going to make my bag, okay? Like, I saw it as an opportunity. I was like, yo, bet. And then I started digging. And then the second I opened my mouth about the situation, it was many other women, it was many other things, it was not just one story. I'm not saying your story wasn't horrible, right? But it's not like, I don't want people, like me and you weren't friends or weren't speaking before this situation.
Yeah.
It wasn't like I was standing up for my best friend. Like, it was just like, hey, this is a situation that's genuinely wrong.
Yeah.
It's a genuinely wrong situation regardless of how it's spinned. So let me just make a quick joke out of it.
They were being funny, you were being funny.
I was being funny. Even nothing. It wasn't even nothing serious until it got serious and until she brought up the fact that I was this porn star, right? Like, I was this, like, disgusting whore prostitute. Like, she would rather be a Nepo baby than an OF baby, which is, like, cool.
She was posting naked pictures, posting shit, like, shit worse than we would post for free. And we were making money from it.
I just thought it was a low blow. Like, so, I really did. And I understand she was upset. I understand my position in a sense of I could have just shut the fuck up and kept it pushing. But for me, it was all, like, it was a marketing strategy and it worked as far as, like, but at the end of the day, like, it was a fucked up situation. The more that came out about it, the more, because I feel like you weren't even really talking about it until you saw I got pressed and you were like, oh, bet, like, she's now going to say something. Yeah. Like, let me just hop on it too. But I want to go back to, like, you guys were once friends, and before the cameras were on, she was saying, like, it wasn't even like a friend. It was like, that's someone that you said you considered to be like a little sister.
Little sister. Like, okay, so I want people to understand that she is going to try to downplay it as much as humanly possible because of what she did. Like, even though, oh, we weren't even friends like that. Oh, we weren't. If it was even just Instagram friends, you still shouldn't have done me like that.
I mean, it's a common principle. If you know a woman has a man, you don't do that.
Yes,
yeah.
That's what I was about to say. Beyond it being her friend, you don't do that to a woman that is with a man, point blank, period. But it being your friend makes it like 45 times worse. But what I was telling Camilla was, it's like way worse because this girl was like a little sister to me. Like, I don't consider many people my friends. So it was like,
it hurt a little more. It was like the twist.
No, don't get me wrong. I'm not the, like, we weren't like hang out every day. Like,
I don't think you're that type of person anyway to hang out with any.
You don't hang out
with anybody every day.
I'm not that type of person. Like, I text, I call, I hang out, whatever, but it's not like an everyday thing with me. Even with my closest of friends, the most time I spend is probably with my daughter and my boyfriend, like, because they live in my house. I have no choice. Like, you know, like, it's not that kind. Like, I'm literally the type of person that, like, chill in my room all day. I don't really be outside. So she could downplay it saying, like, oh, we weren't everyday friends, but it's like, bitch, I've never been everyday friends with anybody in my life, so whatever. But I don't consider many people my friends. I considered her, out of all people, I considered her a close friend at that. Like, we would tell each other our business, like, you know.
And did you ever, that leads perfectly into, like, do you think she was a true friend, or did you have any doubts about her at all? Like, did you have doubts did she have a pattern?
I remember one time I told her, like, oh, you should talk to this boy. And then, like, I remember a couple days later, she asked me to hit him up for her. And then a couple days later, I called her and I was like, girl, he got a girlfriend. And she was like, so? And I was with my friend Talon, and we looked at each other like, and we tried to like explain to her like, you know, like that's not cute. Like we don't do stuff like that. And then it was funny because later on when I was going back and forth with her, she tried to tell me.
Oh, so you went back and forth about it?
Bro, we used to all be on group FaceTime, like.
Oh wow.
Like me, her, and Levon. Yeah. So I was like, okay, so back to that. I was trying to I would try to like advise her. Like I remember her coming to me telling me all these stories about all these older guys she was sleeping with, and it was like back to back, and it was like 3 in one day, and it was like I just used to be so like upset by it. Like it wasn't.
So so as a friend, it would consume you. Like you'd be like, what? Like as a friend, you're trying to help her and be like, hey, like what? Like, why are you doing this? Like this was like you were constantly upset about things she was doing because you didn't feel it was right before
like,
any of this happened.
It used to just like, cause I done been there, done that. Yes, I slept with older guys when I was younger, whatever. But like, just I one thing I'll say about myself is I was always. No, nothing makes it right, but I was always more mature for my age. I could hold an adult conversation. I would, like, you know, you'd get around me and forget I was my age. Mm-hmm. So for her, she acts younger than what she is, so it just makes it.
What's that?
It's like, like.
That's just a difference in personality.
It's
or
like
maybe a difference in how you guys were raised.
Exactly.
Because I'm gonna say this, and I truly like believe this. Like, and you said it even earlier. Like, she's genuinely beautiful. Like she's not like an ugly. Like she's absolutely
she's pretty.
Stunning.
Yes, even when she takes off her makeup,
she's
she
pretty. And that's one thing I cannot say. Like,
but that's what confuses me is like
she's beautiful.
Why does she? What is? This girl is trying to cover up so many things, and she's trying to like within herself. It's like, and then she tries to find herself through other people. I think she just sits there and thinks. She looks at like all like when I think of it, I have like a very creative, imaginative mind, and I just see her in front of a wall with all these pictures of all these different girls, and like, oh, if I had this from them, and if I had this from them, but if I had this from them, and I'd be perfect. Like,
that's really sad though.
It is. Okay, I'm gonna tell you a story, and I don't even think I told LB this. I was on ecstasy with Talon and some other friends, and she came up in conversation, and one of the boys I was with, he was like, you know, she tried to talk to me, and I almost went for it, and I didn't know her age. And as soon as somebody told me her age, I was like creeped out. I like couldn't sit with myself for a second. Like, and he was like, thank God I never did anything with her and never even met up with her. And the conversation just, I wasn't telling her business or anything, but like the conversation just got so deep I started to cry about her. Because I was just like.
It's sad.
It is. It's like, it's really sad.
Yeah.
And I just feel like.
Because it, sorry, make me cry. Because it hits deeper because you have a daughter.
Yeah, it's just like she's got to be looking for something.
Like it's empty.
And a part of me almost wishes that she would have asked me for help rather than to think she was going to find it in the ways that she did, especially to me.
Yeah. And I totally hear you. I think even like for myself too, like in us specifically, like working in the industry and like having a relationship, like you are constantly comparing yourself. At least me. Like I can speak for myself.
Yeah.
Like, there are a lot of things I'm insecure about, you know, like you look at these beautiful women, you know, and you realize like, damn, like I do wish I had a fatter ass, or, you know, like maybe like this industry really fucks with your head. And I promise you, like I struggle with it. So like, I can't imagine, like she comes from like a very wealthy family. She's, Bama, this one thing I'll say, like, bitch, you're beautiful. Like you are beautiful. And like, this is like girl to girl. Like I understand what it's like to like constantly compare yourself to people around you. But you have to remember,
she didn't have her mom in house.
I actually don't know Bama's story.
Yeah, she didn't have her mom in house. So I mean, I don't know exactly her relationship with her mother, but I just know that, you know, Travis raised her. every time I've never met her mother. Every time I was around, she never really spoke of her mother. And like, if I'm around somebody, they see me call my mom at least 4 or 6 times in 1 hour.
Yeah, I'm really close with my family.
So, you know, like,
I think
it was
part
just,
of you maybe saw the side of yourself when you were like a little damaged
yes,
in her.
hell yeah. Like, bro,
So you just see
the
you when you're looking at her
first
doing
time-
this, you're like, damn, like I want to like reach out. I want to help you. I want to guide you.
The first time I hung out with her one-on-one, I literally like pep talked myself on like what I was going to say to her to try to get through to her, but to not scare her. Because I didn't want her to think I was overstepping, but I also wanted her to like hear me.
Truly hear you, not just have it go one ear out the other.
But I kind of also knew it was going to be like talking to myself at that age, and it was going to go in one ear and out the other, and she was going to still do what she wanted to do. But I just hoped that one day she'd hear my voice in the background and like,
and it might stop her from
resonate
something.
her. Yeah, it might like stop her from something or resonate with her in that moment. But
And do you think, and you can tell me if this is too personal, but do you think sleeping with older men at such a young age can it be traumatizing?
it definitely can be. Like, I look back now and it's like at first it's like it's cool and it's something to do, and then when you get older you look at these people and you're like
what you did was
what you
fucking
did
nasty.
was fucked up. And then I'll be honest, all the situations I was in was like super manipulative, controlling. Like, it wasn't just like, oh, I met this man on fucking the street and fucked him and that was it. Like, no, I had real relationships with these people, and it was like, I don't want to.
They might have like abused the fact that you were getting famous really young, and they were probably famous.
This has been going on since before I was famous.
And you got famous, what, 14?
13.
Jesus Christ, Danielle.
Yeah.
Jesus. Ew.
Yeah, so
I'm so sorry.
thank God I was never in like I've been what I consider molested before, probably somewhere under 10 times.
But did it, and I can say this is a topic that's like very vulnerable for me, is domestic violence and like just women being abused in general, like whether that's mentally, physically, or whatever. Like there's such a picture that people paint about like molested and being abused sexually, and it's like this really horrific image, and it's not like that. It is not like that at all.
I've never been tied down.
It's not
raped
about
by
that.
a fucking
It's
old
not
fisherman.
about
Like
that.
No, these were all beautiful
Close-
men,
close family friend.
Yes,
Bitch.
like it was all. It was never like.
And it can move in such silence and such. It can move so. It's almost like there's a. Unfortunately, like there's a pattern. Like it's the trust comes first, and then it's like low-key grooming, and then it's even if you're actively fucking, you can still, even if it's someone you know and you're dating, it can still be wrong.
It goes from, oh, I'm special, they'll break the law for me, and then as you get older, it's like, what the fuck? You weren't special. You were just easy. You were just easy to manipulate. You were an easy catch. You were fresh. Like, these men look at these young girls like, oh, I'm probably going to take her virginity. Like, they want some, like, easy, fresh meat. Like, it's not that you're special. It's really not. Like, it's because these older women aren't going to go for their bullshit, and these older women aren't going to give it up that easy, and they know just because of their age, you're going to think it's something special going on, and it's literally not that at all. It's literally not.
Did you think you would be in the position you were in at her age?
What do you mean, like?
Like, if you were her right now, like, how would you have thought about this? Like, if you were her and, like, you had to sit back and think about how you were thinking when you were...
Oh, babe, I was her one time.
And you got here.
I was her one time. And, you know, I kind of looked at it.
So maybe she'll be like, you know, wow.
I kind of looked at it when it got brought to me as, like, my karma in a way. And that's why it was more of, like, an easy way for me to get over it. But...
What do you mean by that?
It was, like... I was, like, being super, super, super manipulated. And, like, the guy would tell me... Because, okay, so I did not know the means of like relationships at the time. I thought everybody used to cheat.
No.
I really used to think that, like, growing up. Like, I thought, because that's just like what I seen.
That was your normal.
So yes, I was a side bitch one time. I was 16, and when I first was talking to him, I didn't know the means of relationships, and I didn't know the means of his relationship. And he basically started telling me, like, if you don't continue to see me, I'm going to basically tell everybody about what you're doing. And I didn't think about, I was so stupid. I didn't think about it like, oh, if he told that
it would make him look fucking dumb.
Yeah,
right.
So he
You were
would have
like,
never did it.
Yeah.
But in the moment, I was like really scared. So this went on for probably like 6 months, and then I like fished my way out of it. Like, but yeah, it was like, I'm not gonna say it wasn't on purpose. Like, but when I first met him, I didn't know that he had a girlfriend.
And did you have feelings for him?
Yeah, but I like it became like a casual, like,
It was normal. It became normal.
yeah, like it.
So you think
I never seen myself with this man. He would never talk to me about his girlfriend. It was just like, it wasn't like a real side bitch situation. You know, men be taking their side bitch to go shop for their girlfriend and shit. Like, you know, it was never, ever nothing like that.
He never made his relationship real to you. So to you, it was just like, maybe it's not that serious.
Yeah, basically. And I was so young that, like, but by the time I was 18, I knew better. I want to put that out there. Like, I was 16. I wasn't fucking 18, 19. Like, you know.
But 16 is
and
still...
this wasn't a reoccurring thing with me. This happened one fucking time in my life. One time. And you have to understand the circumstances of it. And I didn't fucking taunt the girl. I didn't try to take him from her. The whole 6 months, I was trying to figure out a way to get away from him, and
without being publicly shamed for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Without ruining his situation and without ruining mine.
But you knew deep down it was wrong.
Yes, 100%. 100%. But it, like, that, like, the thing, I looked at it as my karma, and there was also a lot of other things to the situation that people want to ask me why I stayed with him and you should have left him. He never started loving you.
Wait, you're talking about Levon?
Yeah, like,
okay.
he's doing this and he's doing that. All these things people say, and it's like, you have to understand that every situation is circumstantial.
And it's complex.
Like,
Can I just say, outside looking in, it's easy to look at you in your situation and be like, you should have fucking left him. What are you doing with him? Like, what the fuck? Like, and I can say, like, that's the general public's opinion.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit here and lie to you and say everyone, like, no one thinks you and Levon should be together. Like, it is what it is. But no one knows the true what happens inside your house. No one knows the way.
And I tell people that.
No one knows, he's the father of your child. Like, that's a human that you guys are meant to be raising together. You're raising a woman. You're supposed to be raising a woman to walk on this earth and be independent as herself. And, like, your relationship is not perfect. There are things that you do that probably aren't incredible, that he's done not incredible. It's easy to judge outside looking in,
like, people,
but you do see how they could see that, right?
100, yes, of course. But I try to explain to people, like, you're just on the internet. You see me through a piece of fucking glass and metal. You're not in my house. You're not around. You've probably never even met us before. Like, we've never had nobody hang out with us and, like, ditch hanging out with us again. Like, everybody always wants to hang out with us again. Everyone wants to come to Danielle LV's house. Everybody wants to be around us. Like, if we were, like, just trying to murder each other and cheat on each other every 3 seconds, don't you think, like, people wouldn't want to be around us?
I mean, yeah, but it's still the principle of, like, if me and you hung out all the time and I saw you treating him a certain type of way and I saw him treating you I, as a woman, I can't. Like, if I knew about it, if you called me as your best friend and you're sobbing.
Right, and people don't do that. That's the point I'm trying to make. People don't do that. That's why it's like, our own friends and family love us and love us together and know we'll never leave each other, know how deep our relationship is, why they're fine with us being together. Why would I listen to you?
But you,
like, you
don't need to explain yourself to the public. Like, let the people say what they have to say. Do it. You need to do what makes you happy.
Just the type of person
I know,
like,
but at the end of the day, do what feeds
and it's
your
like,
soul and makes you happy.
I am so happy that I didn't leave him, because I would never find what I have with him in anybody else. And it's gotten so much better. It's like a whole different ball game. And it's like, I always think about it like, damn, if I would have left, I'd be missing out on this.
But then it's also like the opposite end of the things could be like, what happens if, like, it's not even about you leaving him? What if it's the other way around? Like, it's just, I want you to be happy. I want you to feel loved. I want your daughter to feel loved. I don't know what it's like to be a mom. I know what it's like to be a woman. But like, I've never been in your shoes, and I admire how strong you are. And I want, like
people don't look at, like, Callie would be raised by a single mother. I would probably take me a long time to get in a new relationship. Like, I'd be distraught. Like, why would I go through
even
that?
If you and Levon decided to separate 10, 20 years from now, that's still your business.
Right.
It's nobody else's business. All I'm saying is what is out there of you and Levon is up for interpretation, it's up for perception, and it's up to be judged. Unfortunately, anything that you say on camera or to the public, someone has a Snapchat and they catch Levon saying something, it is up for anybody's discretion, anybody's judgment. My love, you have nothing to explain. Your job is to be you, to be happy, to love yourself, and to love your daughter and your marriage, like, or whatever it is.
But it's just sad that I can't even, like, post a picture of us, a family picture, anything. It's
Turn
like,
off the comments and keep it pushing.
But I
don't need
understand.
validation from everybody.
I 110% understand people are gonna have stuff to say. It's not even like it's the people that dig deep and write these paragraphs and, like, say these, like, off the wall things. It's like, first of all, everybody talks about how smart I am, and, like, oh, she knows a lot for her age, and, like, they talk about, like, my intelligence, and it's like, if I'm so intelligent,
why can't you trust me on this one part?
Why would you think I would put myself in a situation like this? Like, I believe that people deserve chances, because things happen, mistakes are made, and as long as they're not repeatedly it might be a thing for a couple months. It might be a thing for a couple days. It might be a thing for as long as you could take it. But if that person doesn't understand how much y'all mean to each other and how much y'all love each other enough to stop, then that's when you leave.
But it's up to you. It's
right.
not up to nobody else.
I don't believe in leaving somebody after they, like, a lot of girls, you cheat on them one time, they're gone. I've never been that type of girl. Ever. I've never been that type of girl.
I don't even want you to say that. Like, you don't need to say that to make yourself feel like any sort of justification as to why you're with Levon. You don't need to prove to nobody but yourself and Jesus Christ why you were with him. I am not Jesus. I have no room to judge you. And I want you to know it is not, I want you to be happy. I don't give a damn that you're with Levon. I don't give a damn if you're with someone else, as long as you're happy and you're smiling. And when I see you on social media, you have a smile on your face.
That's what I be not, like, understanding.
That's
like, why don't people see that? Like, I'm not like, help.
Blink twice if you need help. You're not. Like, I understand.
It's just, like, really, it's like, I feel like they just overdo it. Like, a lot of things they just do, but this is just one thing they overdo.
Because it hits home for you. It's the father of your kid. It hits home for you. And I think anything do with time, right? Like, if you believe in your relationship, stand 10 toes on it and keep it pushing. Because no matter what nobody says, you're not going to leave him.
We need a reality TV show. Like, I feel like if people could step, and I'm more than happy to, and I know he would too. Like, if people would just take a look inside my life and see how we interact, see how we are with each other, the things we do for each other, the way we think of each other, like, it would just make people understand. Like, it would, like, it would make people understand, like, okay, I see. People, people might hear things I did to him and question why he's with me.
I think it goes both ways.
It does. I've done, the things I've fucking done to him, I've done a lot of fucked up ass shit to him.
Hurt people, you know what I mean?
He did the exact same thing I did. He let me see the fire was hot, realize the shit I was doing, realize how the shit was. It's still shit I do.
Have you guys ever considered therapy?
Yeah,
like, I know. I'm not saying that's like.
No,
I'm not
we do.
An insult.
We do. We've been seeing a therapist for probably like a couple months now, but not since we moved back to Florida. But
I think
we
that's
did
important.
numerous times.
If you truly believe in it, I think that's important. I think it's important to get an outside perspective. And honestly, Danielle, stop looking at the comments.
Sometimes it stops me from commenting back when I see, like, when I think about it, like, this person probably never had love. This person probably never experienced a relationship. Or
have you ever read the book called It Ends With Us? It's a book by Colleen Hoover, and the book is written to where you learn to love an abusive relationship. Like, the book is written to where it's a woman and a man who are together, and she makes mistakes, he makes mistakes. She grew up watching her mom be abused, and she couldn't believe she fell into the same pattern. And when she had a daughter, spoiler alert, she decided to end the cycle. That took years. Like, it's not even about, like, ending it. It's like in her mind, she could have chosen to stuck it out with him because they were both hurt people. They were both very hurt people. They obviously, like, my point is, from the reader reading it, you learn the relationship and you love the man. You truly learn the ins and outs.
I just thought of, I went through so much shit with my mom. My mother has done unspeakable things to me. You know what people say? Even online. That's your mom. That's your mom. Why don't people say that's your man? So it's okay.
Like, so because you're not blood, so because he's not your blood, you have to put up with it.
Even tied with a child.
I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Like, your mom could do unspeakable things and you have to tolerate it or forgive it
people
or get over it because
say
it's your mom.
She should still respect her mother. She should still respect her mother. And people are going to say, oh, because she gave birth to you. No, y'all say that about brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, cousins. Y'all do that. Y'all say that. When it's family, it's okay.
It's not, though.
No, it's not. But I'm saying to them, when it's family, it's okay. You must, even when it's down to, one of my closest friends' father molested her sister. And he still had custody of them. And the court knew about it.
That's disgusting.
And they still would go to his house. Like, and
because it's family.
Why should they have to stay around him after what he's done? But just because I had a black eye once and he cheated on me means I should leave him forever and break up a family?
But that to me should have, like, I'm not, like, that's so sad to even hear, though. Like, regardless of how you guys treat each other, that should never be up for public discretion. Like, if you're putting that out there, of course people are going to be like, oh my God, Danielle, get the fuck away from him. You know what I mean?
That's another thing. When everything was going on, I already knew, and I'll explain this to you in a second, but I had already knew about him in Alabama. I had just learned how deep it was over the phone while I'm in Florida and he's in LA at her house, in her bed. I'm finding out about this. He's not answering the phone. Finally, when we do talk, he's the type of person that just kind of like tries to get you when you get them. So it's like he was trying to hurt me because I was like, fuck you, I'm done with you, I'm never going to speak to you again. And he told me he was going to take Cali. And I was going through a drug problem at the time. And I felt like he did have that over me and he could use that against me. So I posted the video to put it out there that, like, oh, maybe hopefully he can't take her with this being public.
That was, so it was an act of defense.
My point was to even it out, to keep my daughter, not for the world to attack. Yes, I knew the world attacking him came with it. Yes, I knew that. But that wasn't what it was for on my part. So when people tell me, oh, well, you posted it and you da-da-da. It's like,
You knew that was going to happen, though.
I knew, yes. But my intention.
I see what you're saying. You did it. It wasn't unwarranted. Like, oh, look what Levon did. It was, I'm scared to lose my daughter.
Yes. Yeah.
And
And I said that. That was the next post.
I know, but it doesn't matter. Like, that situation was still really wrong.
Now it's to the point where I don't even let people see us argue over a peanut. Like,
But you can't.
I will literally I save that shit for when we get in the car.
Internal.
Like,
you're mad at him right now. You wait till you leave the door and you go argue about it. I'm not saying please don't put your hands on each other. Levon, please, like none of you, please. Like that's just, I'm not condoning that. I'm not saying I condone that at all because that's something
I'll be real. I still smack Levon up sometimes because
please don't do that.
It, but I don't hurt him. I just show him what I'm capable of.
Do you feel his pain? Like, what if you do?
I have hurt him before, and I did feel bad about it.
Danielle, maybe therapy. I'm praying for you guys. Therapy. Like, I want you. All I care about is for y'all to be happy.
No, we're like way, way, way better. Like, it's like not even, especially now since we moved to Florida. Like, we don't have no friends out here really, so like we just spend every day with each other. So we like spend every day with each other, and we just like find random things to do, and like I'm having fun. I don't know if he's having fun, but I'm having fun.
That's such a touchy subject, but yet again, it's only one that you can. It's for you. It's your story, and however that story may evolve or end for you, that's your story to tell.
Like, disclaimer, I promise you, I don't have Stockholm syndrome. Like, there's no active abuse going. Like, for there to be Stockholm syndrome, there would have to be active abuse, you know? Like,
and no one knows.
You can't get Stockholm syndrome from somebody punching you one time or cheating on you one time. You can't. That's not how that works. Like, it has to be active. And there's no gun being held to my head. Do you know how many DMs I get a day? From, like, all types of, like, I could literally, and he could as well. He could be with he's a very attractive man. He's very charming. His ways are just impeccable. Like, he could literally be with anybody he wants to be with. I could be with anybody I want to be with, and we choose each other.
Yeah.
Like, that's just what it is. And
I just can't, like, I literally just can't even touch on that subject because it's like, it's not my relationship. I have no reason to speak on it, and I don't think it's up for anyone else to talk about it either. But just know, like, from a woman perspective, like that hits home for me, and I just want you to be happy. Like, that's truly it. Like, that's literally it. I don't think you owe anybody an explanation. I've been in my fair share of bullshit. I've done stupid shit when I was younger. Like, I've said stupid shit. So, like, I obviously know, like, what that means. But nobody can judge you or Levon unless they're in your house. And I don't, like, Callie seems well taken care of. She seems actually very spoiled and
right.
the happiest kid in the world. And maybe that does come from, like, both of you guys being amazing parents. I'm not there to see it. And I don't want nobody to judge that situation because you're not in it. Obviously, you've shared things with the world that allow the judgment to happen. But, like, me just being, like, a woman and someone that, like, I truly admire your work and how far you've come and the things that you've been able to get past. You do understand, like, a lot of people wouldn't have made it here.
No.
You have seriously surpassed a lot of odds that literally the cards were against you, like, from fucking birth, it seems like.
That is one thing I try to tell people. Like, I want to make this very, very, very clear. I have never gotten to the main things I wanted in life. I never got to pick for myself. Like, I'd say, like I just think about you just being a girl. Like, you were just a little girl. Like, yes. And that makes me, like, even emotional. Like, you were just a kid. Like, 19 and up was probably when I started, like, getting a little bit more, like, freedom, spiritual universe, like, from the universe wise. Mm-hmm. Like, I always wanted to go to prom, never got to go to prom. I wanted to be a nurse. I wanted to be a pharmacist. I wanted to do all these things. And unfortunately, that wasn't what God had in plan for me. And I didn't. Me and my mom did not sit there and figure out how we were going to get famous. My mom has something not all there with her, and she's been emailing Dr. Phil since I'm 2 years old. It's not because she wanted to be famous or because she wanted money. My grandfather was a very wealthy man and took very well care of me and my mother. It wasn't that. It was that narcissists like a crowd. And if they can convince whoever's in front of them, no matter how big or small of a crowd, that this person is fucking nuts and they're doing me so wrong and I'm so right and they're so crazy.
Yeah, it's all about perception.
That's all it was for my mother. It wasn't about money and it wasn't about fame. My mom probably never even thought of fame her whole entire existence and still doesn't now. It took my mom a really long time to even do a podcast. And you know what my mother told the lady? Don't ask me about stuff with my daughter. I'm not going to bash. No matter what my daughter might say about me, I'm not going to bash my daughter. You can ask me whatever you want, but just, And it's never been about fame and it's never been about money. My mom always wanted a crowd. She'd do it to me at school. She'd do it to me aftercare and programs, and she'd do it to me. So that's what it was about. It was never about money or fame.
I didn't know that.
People think that we sat there and conspiracized. I don't even know if there's a word.
At 13?
Yes. And
I don't think you had the brain capacity to even be able to understand the capacity of what that even was.
And
13, you're supposed to be playing with damn Barbies.
Right. It wasn't, it literally, it wasn't, it's just so funny to me. I'll still go at it with people about that shit too. But we went on the show. I was thinking that I was going to go home the next day and go to school the next day, and I got sent to a program. That's
what?
a whole yes. From the Dr. Phil show, I was sent to a program where I was then abused, malnourished, and neglected for 6 months.
What the fuck?
I was supposed to come home for 100 days. After 100 days, I was doing well in my program. Dr. Phil said keep her there for another 100 days till her fame dies down. I had no reason to still be there. Yeah. And so I came home. I'm like, Mom, why? So my mom, even though my mom was a fucking, she was still a good mom to a certain point. So she was like, you know what? I guess when you come home from this program, you're not supposed to give your kids their phones right away. She was thinking about it I can't let her outside now. She doesn't even know what's going on. I'm going to just give her a phone so she has something to do. Mm-hmm. So what's the first thing I do? Facebook, Instagram, I'm
for 200 days? You had nothing for 200 days?
No, nothing. 6
That's
months.
almost whoa.
6 months. 6 months, nothing. Not even a phone call. And the letters you write out to your mom or your parents, they monitor them. So if you tell them, hey, I'm being sexually abused here, they'll throw the letter out.
I'm sick. I'm actually sick.
We could get back into that, though. But my point of that was, do you know how crazy that was to come home and you get on Facebook, Instagram, and it's a picture of you everywhere? And not only is there a picture of you everywhere, it wasn't because, oh, she's the next top model, she's so gorgeous. It was because
you were this fucked up kid with they spun the narrative to make you look
she's mean, disrespectful to her mother for no reason, and she steals cars, and people really don't understand. I stole my mother's car one time. You know where I went? My mother's car. You know where I went? House. My friend's house.
Thank you. I went to my fucking friend's house. Yeah.
I stole my mother's cash and her credit cards. You know what I did? I bought Ubers to go to my friend's house.
I feel like everyone's done that, though. I used to go and take $20 from my mom's wallet and go to the food court at the mall.
You have to understand, there's nothing wrong when regular people do it. It's only when famous people do it. Then it's put on a pedestal and everyone's just going to die from this innocent situation that happened when you were 5.
That's what I'm saying. Everything that happens with someone that's has a little bit of clout or fame is just so emphasized when it's so much worse shit is happening to the day-to-day kid, to the day-to-day person, that it's but because it's not televised, that's what I'm saying, because it's not for public opinion, no one says anything. You get what I'm saying? And I do think what happened to you as a kid is, it's kind of almost resurfacing now, and then everyone's like, hold on, Danielle became this woman, and they're even almost saying like, I'm surprised she got this far given the cards were literally all against you. And it's like, even then though, like, where was that energy when a child was being neglected, the form of your face being posted everywhere and being like this fucked up abused, she abuses her mom and she treats her mom like shit. That's a form of mental abuse.
Yes. And this
has
been happening to me since I'm 13, let alone the abuse I endured sexually, let alone the abuse I endured emotionally, verbally, physically from my mother. Like, I just never had a fucking chance.
Did you have friends?
Yeah, I did.
Like, were like understanding the gravity of the situation? Like, did you even understand?
So this is how it would go. I would meet somebody and they'd want to come to my house and I'd be like, can I come to yours instead? And then they would be like, oh, why? Like, and I'd just be like, all right. I was good. And then I'd be like, when we get there, she's going to play. She's going to pretend. She's going to put on a front. And then by the time you come here about 3 or 4 times, you'll see what I'm talking about. And then after that play date.
You're saying like your mom would get comfortable.
Yeah, after that play date or whatever, or after that hangout, they'd be like, oh, she's sweet. She cooked for me. She's so nice. And okay, all right. By that second, third time, as soon as she gets comfortable, she going to show you her true colors. And after that second, third time, everybody be like, Danielle, how do I get you out of here? What do I do? I need to save you. You can't live like this. This is unfathomable.
And they wonder why you like ended up being this like super defensive, like it's part of your nature.
That's what I was just telling LB. I was literally just having a conversation with him about this. And my new manager, I was just talking to him about it too, because it was like, people never understood, like, I know for a fact, 100%, I don't want to be black. I'm comfortable being an Italian, Jewish, white girl. That's what I am. I never purposely put makeup on to be darker. I never told a makeup artist to do it. I never did anything to my body or anything to look like a race. I grew up around black people. So yes, I might have an accent and I might gravitate towards certain things that black people do, but I never, even from a young age, I never looked at a black person and was like, I want to be you.
Yeah.
Like literally, I grew up, there was literally Haitians on every corner of, I lived on a cul-de-sac, and like every corner, not that circles have corners, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Had a Haitian family, and all the little girls used to braid my hair and put beads and stuff. So braids, to me, I grew up wearing that. I never knew that it was cultural appropriation. If people even took the time of day to hear my story and realize I am probably one of the most cultural appreciative people there are. It's never.
So do you feel really misunderstood?
Yes, 100%. Like, that's why I want to do a documentary so bad, because, like,
I would watch it.
It's not, if you even knew for a second how I grew up, and, like, okay, for example, me getting braids, that's a part of my childhood. Like, I'm about to get braids on Monday. Like, I'm not going to stop because y'all don't understand. I know how I grew up. Like, I have curly hair. Braids are good for curly hair. They make it grow. They protect. Like, that's another thing people don't understand. Like, I had Shirley Temple curls when I was a baby. Probably 1 to 2. Like, I've always had curly hair. I went through stages of having to wear it in a ponytail and straighten it every day, and it got damaged. I had to perm the front of my hair because only the back would curl up. Like, I've shown photos. Another thing of, like, my skin, I tan very easily. Like,
Are you Italian at all?
Yeah.
Well, Italians usually
I was just showing my mother-in-law pictures of me when I was in Jamaica, and she was like, damn, bitch, you get dark. Like, all I have to do is sit in a sunbed 2 or 3 times or sit outside for a couple hours, and my skin will get very dark. I tan I go in the tanning bed, or I sit outside, but I just started using the tanning bed, and I love it so much more because I don't sweat my fucking ass off for 5 hours.
I know. It's
the
fucking
tanning
brutal
oil
to
I
sit in the
use.
fucking
I use
sun.
LVX and Smooth Faces. It is like, it's not sticky. I can go out and run my errands afterwards. I don't have to go home and I used to use Carrot Sun, which is like the most stickiest. Oh my God. Like, I tan because it makes me look healthy. It contours my face, contours my body. It makes me look really, really good. It's not because I'm just infatuated with dark. It's not that. Like,
You're doing things that make you feel beautiful.
yes, like my makeup looks better. It clears my acne.
Babe, I'm on Accutane. Like
You're a trooper, because I wouldn't dare.
Look, I'm out in the sun before like I started an Accutane journey, and that's the only thing that would get my I would literally almost damn near like fucking burn it off. But speaking of that though, like how did you know you had a talent of like because I'm assuming you write your own music and you like produce it and you do like the whole nine. Like how did you you like that's a talent, that's a skill, right? Like I'm not saying a lot of people don't have it, but I'm saying like how did you find out and then transition into making music and things like that? Also shout out for putting me in your song. I loved it. It was a good little feature.
So basically, it was around the time of like SoundCloud music.
Okay.
And I was just watching I always have loved music, like love music. And I would like watch all these like talentless, I'm not even gonna go all the way there, but making a living out of it. And I was just like,
oh, if they can do it, like I can do it.
I can definitely do it. Like, I knew I had a voice. I used to sing all the time, rap all the time. I knew I had a voice. I knew I sound good. And I literally got a label deal my second studio session.
That's insane. So when did you like? How did it blow up for you? Because I feel like the music industry is hard. Like it's hard to break into. Like it's hard if you don't have like the right team, the right people, or unless you just have like a fucking hit and you can keep that momentum going. Because music is about momentum and consistency. So it's like, how did you? Like, what was that first song that really like fucking did it for you?
Like for me personally, or what blew up?
For you personally, like that you were like, this is what I want, and then you created it, and then after that, it was like the internet just like loved it, and then it became a career.
Well, it kind of never went like that for me, unfortunately.
Really?
No. So I was signed to, like I said, my second studio session, I had a record deal. Like, I never got creative control. It was never, I'm not saying the songs I have out aren't good, but they weren't how I would have portrayed myself musically.
Really?
Yeah, like all those songs I said no to. And
really?
They were put out forcefully. So, and you know, people wonder why I was this like acting out crazy little girl. Like, I was just forced to do so many, like, it was songs I loved so much. That's why, like, when you're asking me that, I'm like, she wouldn't even know them. Like, there were songs I loved so much, like music I wrote, and like, you know, that I would be denied. Because let me explain to you how a label works. Yes, they make money if the artist writes it themselves, but they make even more money if they have 5 of their writers from their label and 5 of their producers from their working on the song.
Because a writer gets paid off of the song that they write, right? I'm assuming.
And then they get a percentage of that and that and that and that and that.
So how much is the artist taking home at the end of the day?
It depends.
Why are there so many splits?
Only
if there's 3 writers, you have to split the money with 3 writers.
Yeah.
Then you don't make money.
Exactly.
So when did you take over your own career, and like did you leave the record?
Yeah, so I was able to leave Atlantic when I was, I think, like 16. They let me leave. And I don't know, I kind of, it's not often that they do that, but I feel like the case I would have had against them would have been so crazy
that they let you leave. Huh. And is your music now is that more in your control?
Mm-hmm.
Especially with these diss tracks. I mean, obviously you had to
independent.
write them yourself.
I'm independent, so I get to do whatever I want to do. Like, I get to.
So do you run everything yourself?
It's
like,
me and LV.
Really?
Yeah, and then I just took on I literally cleaned house. I have a new OnlyFans manager, fucking music managers, and I forgot what else I have that's new. I have one other thing I can't remember. Yeah, I just cleaned house, and everything is like.
Does that make you feel more creative and?
I got rid of all the people who have known me since I was a kid and just little girl me.
That couldn't evolve with you.
Yes, they just couldn't. Love those people, but
Was it a hard decision to make? Because I feel like in this industry, like at least me specifically, like building a team, you always want your team to make it through to you to the end. But making it through to the end is not even like an end. It's like you want them to grow, evolve with you so that you can say like, oh, I've had my day ones. Like this person's been with me since the beginning.
That,
like,
you know, it's so crazy. I was just talking about that.
For me, like that's something that like, bro, even my assistants, like firing an assistant for me, like that hurts because I want you to see. I just get so attached to the vision.
I was just talking about like, that. Yes, that was my problem, bro. I lost so much money. I wasted so much time, like just trying to hold on to these people. And then you think because they've known you since you're so young and they've been there from the jump that they have your best. And they really, sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. Like, I really just had to clean house, and I feel so much lighter. I feel so much more in control. Like, I just feel like I'm about to be on, like, a whole new level of life.
I'm excited for you. Do you have any beautiful, like, amazing things coming up?
Yeah. I'm working on, like, a bunch of different lines of stuff. Like, I want to do hair care, makeup, skincare. Like,
your skin is flawless, by the way. So I could take a couple fucking tips.
It took me a really, really long time to get here. And that's another reason I want to do it, too, is because I'm not just somebody who's trying to make money. I'm not,
Explain that. You would rather fuel a passion than fuel your bank.
Yes, like, I literally
So what moves you isn't money, it's passion, it's drive. Like if you love the thing you're doing, you'll do it. But if you were making $30 million off of something, let's say hypothetically, you hated to do this one thing and you were making $30 million a month off of it, you would rather lose that than and do something you love to do.
It depends. If it was something like, oh, it takes 30 seconds and it's kind of
it exhausts you.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing it.
Really?
Mm-mm. Even if it was
I'd rather be passionate about it.
If a company came to me and was like, we have this skincare product we want you to promote, and I tried it and my face burned, I wouldn't. No, I'm not doing it. I don't care if they're offering me $5 billion to just hold it up like this one time. I'm not doing it. That's why for me, skincare is like it's like literally I am the person. My friends, LV, everybody, like, if they have a skin problem or anything, it's like they call me. Like, what do I do for this?
I'm going to call you.
Hair, skin, anything, nails, they call me and they're like, what do I do? This just happened. Or what do I do? This is happening. Like, so I just feel like I'm already a beauty consultant.
Girl, don't tell me that because I'm about to call your house and be like, please tell me what the
no,
fuck
literally, like,
skin.
You'll call me and be like, bro, this fucking green bump just popped up, and I'll be like, like,
how?
Yes.
You just teach yourself?
I taught myself, and I asked questions. Every time I was getting facials, every time I was getting my nails done, every time I get my makeup done, every time I get my hair done, and then I did so much research.
Does that go into cultivating your beauty team? Like, is that why you're, like, so picky with, like, who does your makeup, your hair, your nails? Like, it's because you know so much?
So the first time I work with somebody, I watch them. I watch what they pick up. I watch what they do. I watch how they do it. I like to ask questions and see why they do certain things. And
that's so interesting.
They might pick up something green and it looks brown on you. Or they might pick up something pink and it turns red on you. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the way they do it, it might not look like it's for that, you know?
Yeah.
But it's for that. And so I've used every beauty product every skincare product from CeraVe to La Mer.
Okay.
And don't buy La Mer. Don't buy CeraVe. Like,
this is both brands.
Like, I have figured out the best products that actually work, and I don't just know they work on me. I know they work on LV. I know they work on my friends. I know that, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know they work.
What's one skincare tip you would give to everyone? Like so the one thing you like can't like the one thing you're like, I would recommend this, period. Like, don't do this. Are you a sunscreen person?
No.
Me neither, but that's like the number one thing.
I need all the sun I could get.
But it like makes you age.
It does, but you're gonna age anyways. I'd rather age with color than be pale.
Me as fuck. Question, this is just my own curiosity. What's the first video online that you saw of me and you're like, oh, I need to like reach out. I need to say something. Or like, did you know we would get along?
Babe, do you remember? Because didn't you show it to me? Didn't you show me the video of her talking about it?
So Levon was one behind it.
He's always behind everything.
Hey, look, let me tell you.
No, didn't you show me the video of her and you were like, hit her up, like, she's the
Yo, shout out Levon. He really put this together. He's the one that knew. You would say, Levon, are you like the marketing guy behind it? No. It's a no. He lets her do whatever the hell she wants. Well, look. Okay. Well,
He's like the little parrot in my ear, like.
Because you just flat out posted a story and tagged me. Like with the little thing, and I was like, oh my God. I was like. So that was you. Levon just looks at me and goes, that was me. So what? So was it the video? Was it the first video I posted? Wow.
Do y'all want to know?
Out.
Do y'all want to know how Miss Whitman blew up? LV literally took every second out of his day on TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, and he would repost every fucking video he's seen.
So you weren't the one reposting my?
I reposted some of them.
But Levon.
No, the people I know, I probably reposted them.
Okay.
Because they go to. I'm talking about my requests.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah.
He dug deep.
Yeah, my request. So.
Okay, because
I would
have felt a little like I would have been like,
no, if I come closer. Oh, if I know you, it's coming to my primary, and I'm probably doing it. Or if you're already in my primary, I'm probably doing it. But LV goes in the request, and I feel like these girls and these people were just like, oh, if I post a video with it, like, she'll repost it. And that's literally what was happening. And, like, who doesn't want to be posted on somebody famous page?
What? So who wrote the lyric? And what point in that writing session in the studio were you like, yo, we should say, ask Camilla. She will tell you that this stupid bitch is weird.
I said that.
And that was just, like, off the dome?
The end of the song just kind of came out.
You didn't write it. It just came out of your mouth?
Yeah, it just kind of came out. I just like spit it out.
Bonded us. when I reacted to it for the first, did you watch that live, or was it Levon watching the live? Because you popped in the live. One of y'all popped in the live, and I was like, yo, she's watching.
He be on everybody's lives, bro. He was just doing that shit this morning, and I wanted, like, you know when you wake up and you just want your phone? Like, he grabbed my phone, and I was like, fuck, I just want to be on my phone. And he was like commenting on everybody's shit, sending roses and shit. Like,
I love that. I do. And like, that was such like a surreal moment for me. Not only that, because I don't know if you saw, I made it in Bama's song too. So I really, like, guys, like, this was a lot for me. This was a big month for me. I was like, holy shit. Like, being in 2 songs, like, you understand, like, this rap battle was huge. Obviously, you know, like, and for me to just have been like thrown in the mix, like, I was like, y'all, I gotta start my own music career. I can't sing for shit. For shit. No, babe. No, but like, I cannot sing for shit. Like, I would have had to write something down like a million times, but like, that really made me feel so special. And I know Bama said, Camilla, bitch, shut the fuck up, but like, you get me? Like, that was so, like, I was like, you know when you're like in your bed, like twiddling your feet? Like, that was me. Like, I felt like a little girl, and I was like, oh my God, this totally means Kim Kardashian knows who I am. Like, that's what it was for me, and like the cultural significance of like, the Kardashians know my name. Like, turn me up. Like, that was so cool. Anyways, I'm really turned about that. I really am. And I appreciate it. Like, that was, girl, I hope you make another 50 million on OnlyFans. I hope we together will make 60 million with our collab. But you know. Anyways, I wanted to take time and just share my appreciation because it meant a lot. And to know that that came from the Dome and you didn't even write that down or think about it makes it even more impressive. All right, let's see. Do you like being on social media?
No.
Like, do you like being a public figure?
No.
Really?
I don't. Like I said, I'm a very defensive person. It's just too much that comes with it. I rather my page be ran by somebody else. I don't want to have to deal with it.
What about the music industry? Like, do you drop songs because you're passionate about the industry, or do you drop it because that's what's fun for you? It's like a release.
Yeah, it's like for me.
Okay. So is music something you want to take seriously?
Yeah.
So are you pivoting from rap, or are you going to start doing more like...
Do you know that I've been rapping? Like, you didn't, I figured. But
No.
Okay, so this songs weren't my first song.
No, I know. No. I know that much. But
I've been rapping since I'm like 14, 15. I had my second session.
Now I'm embarrassed.
My second session, I had a record deal. Like,
girl, I know Gucci flip flops. Okay, like that's like the OG.
Yeah, I was like 15.
15 years old.
I was 15. Yeah, I've been doing this shit. I've been doing this shit for 10 years.
I can barely remember a song. I can barely remember like lyrics. Wow. I think that's just like a difference in like how your brain works. Like some people really, I'm telling you, like it's just something you're born with. You know what I mean? Let's see. Oh, this is something I want to know too, because like I wouldn't consider myself famous. I think you are definitely like on a different tier, specifically in like music industry. Like it's a whole different ball game. Is there anyone from your childhood that like reached out after you like really made it? Like are there people in your life that you feel like have reached out specifically because you're famous to get something?
I was always bullied in school, and everyone knew who I was, but everybody didn't like me. I had like maybe like 2 or 3 friends, and I went to numerous different schools. It was always the same thing. And I remember like the girls that would like go so hard, and my mom always used to tell me like, it's because your hair is long, it's because I let you get your nails done, it's because you're pretty, it's because because I was such a sweet person. Like I literally would start a school, and like 3 days later, bro, when I went to fucking Congress, I remember being in the bathroom and 3 other girls were in the other bathroom talking about how they were going to jump me because the main girl wasn't the prettiest girl in school no more. And my mom had been telling me this shit for years, and I never believed her. I'm like, no one's going to be mean to someone because they're pretty. Like, and that was literally like a shock factor for me. Like, and bro, her 2 friends were like, bro, we're not going to beat the girl up because she's prettier than you. Like, grow up. And these are like, what, like 10-year-olds talking? Yeah, like.
How do you think to jump someone at 10 years old?
I don't know, 6th grade. How old was I? 6th grade? 10, 11?
Yeah.
Yeah.
6th grade getting
I finally believed my mom after that. I couldn't believe it. Like,
you came home and you were like, look, it's the one time I'm going to tell you. Right. You're going to take this shit. I'm going to tell you one time. You were right. I do want to touch on the subject of like being a mom. I feel like you're a young mom. I'm going to say like you're a young mom. I'm older than you. You're 22.
Wait, did I answer the question though?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're 22. I am 23, recently 23, and I'm like, I feel like with my lifestyle, it's so fast paced. Like like I feel like you would understand. Like everything's fast paced. Everything moves so fast, and it's like raising a kid is in my opinion, I think being a mom is one of the hardest jobs in the world because there's no rule book. There's no book to tell you how to be a mom. There's no book to tell you how to raise a woman to be a specific type of person. Like, I have a lot of respect for, like, my mom, and I think moms deserve a lot of patience, you know? Mm-hmm. Like, I think I grew up, my parents are immigrants, so I'm, like, first-born generation in the United States, and my parents didn't speak English, and it caused a lot of, you know, trauma just from being an immigrant. Right? Like when we would go out places, like people would yell at my mom because she couldn't speak the language, and they'd get frustrated with her. And I'm like 6 years old trying to like teach my mom how to say specific things. And, you know, I would order for my parents. Like being a mom, like you need to have, in my opinion, like people need to have a lot more grace for. And I want to touch on the subject of like, how did that change the way you viewed life? Like, is postpartum depression, like, is that truly real?
Yes.
Is it like, and what does that mean? Because I feel like when I hear postpartum, I think of like, oh, you're just kind of like sad that your body just went through that. Like, I don't know.
No. So basically, postpartum depression is your brain so chemically fucked up because of the hormones that everything is just wrong. Like, some people, they could be unhappy with their body. They could be unhappy with their partner. They could be unhappy that they don't have a partner. They could have a hard baby. I had an easy baby. My baby was so easy. Oh, my God. But they could have a hard baby that just won't shut up or just won't go to sleep or just colicky, gassy, anything. Like, it could be so many things that go on, plus this chemical imbalance in your brain. I had to get on antidepressants.
Really?
Yes, and I had a partner. I had a nanny. My baby was easy.
Was it like a disassociation of like, did you feel connected to Callie?
Yes, 100%. Like, yes, I literally since the second, and it's so crazy because I'm such a selfish person. I'm a very nurturing person and a careful person, but I'm a very selfish person too. I don't know how that works, but I am. I have many different qualities from each side. And when I literally looked at her, I just like everything from that moment became about her. And a lot of people, even around me, will tell me like, you care about Levon more than you care about Callie. And it's like, you couldn't even imagine. Like, when people tell me that, I get mad, yes, but I laugh almost because it's like I would literally put Levon in the trunk and put the car in the lake if it came to my baby.
Really?
Like, yes, like it's just because, but like I'm like, just as much as I'm like motherly and all this stuff, I'm the same way with him. So it's like people see that and they almost think like, oh, you must put him first, but they don't see that it's like a whole, like it's not like that at all.
And would you say you're more selective with who you give your energy to, like now that you're a mom? Like the people you allow in your life, the people you speak to, the people you allow your daughter to hear on the phone. Like,
yes,
did you truly change? Like, did your life completely change?
I'm already a really picky person with who I allow in my life, and I've always been like that. I can be friendly and I can socialize and all that, but LV tells me all the time, like, bitch, get friends. Like, what are you doing? And I'm just like, no, I want to be your friend.
And that's
I don't want to be nobody else's friend.
Your man should be your best friend.
Yeah, like, I can hang out with you. Why do I have to hang out with them? Like,
I think it's good to have, like, a common, like, medium, right? Like, I think there's space where even, like my mom would tell me growing up, like, I need to have, like, my time with, like, our, like, you know, there's, like, friends that you have that are in couples, right? So it's, like, my parents will go out with their couple friends, and my mom would sometimes go out with her girlfriends. Like, I think it's a good thing to have individuality because it allows you to feel like a woman.
yeah, but
You get what I'm saying?
For me, it doesn't make or break me, honestly. Like, I can go weeks without having a girls' night, and I'm fine. Like, I don't feel
Not
like
even
I'm
like a girls' night, but like what about like just time to just literally be completely alone by yourself and do like whatever the fuck you may want without having any uninterrupted time. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I do. I spend time with myself a lot, but I don't know. I just honestly, you have to understand. Look at the things I've been through.
yeah.
Especially friends wise, like.
What's the craziest thing a friend has ever done? Okay, besides Bama. Besides that one. Jay said it's him.
Okay, so I haven't fought since I'm like 13. And
Like physical fight or like verbal fight?
like physical fight. Like
Okay.
I've slapped people,
Girl, that's the
but I haven't like
tussle. Like
really
a brawl.
like thrown down.
Oh. Okay.
And
all right.
My bestest friend made a comment about Levon, and I fought her. And
Why did you fight her?
I had a kidney infection. This is literally probably the night I talked to you.
This happened when I was in LA?
Yes.
You beat your best friend up?
Yes, I had a kidney infection. I had 102 fever. I was throwing up everything that I eat. I could barely walk down the stairs, and I don't know, something had happened, and they ended up in the car together, and he drove her back to my house. It was just already like...
You were already irritated.
It was just already like, why does this always happen? Like, I get it, y'all come back here, and it was just like, I feel like she's on to something. I feel like LV don't even think she even think like that, but it was just odd to me. And maybe I am just scared and I can't trust people after that and stuff like that. I don't know. But
what went through? You thought she was getting at Levon?
Yeah, and
but she made a comment, and then that's when...
Okay, so her Uber's like 3 minutes away. I'm still outside trying to get him in the house, and I'm just mad because everybody's drunk, and I'm just sick. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, bro, like, I need you to leave so I can get him in the house, and I can just go to sleep. And she was just saying stuff like, oh, I'm not your friend, And I'm like, no, bitch, you're not my friend. Like, no. Like, and she looks at me and she goes, I'm going to have your man take me home. I'll show you the video. I literally just ran around the car. Like, I didn't know I still had it in me. I ain't going to lie. I thought I was going to get my ass beat. I'm not going to lie. But I really held my own, and she's way bigger than me.
I'm going to hold your hand when I say this. Why would she say that?
But let her tell it.
No.
Let her tell it. I've spoke to her after this. Let her tell it. LV offered to take me home.
I don't care. Like, I don't. Okay, but I don't
LV
care.
could barely even walk in the house.
But I don't care. Like, that part. What did the words? I'm gonna let your man take me home would have
fighting words, right?
Me
fighting
into
words.
Fucking. I'm Latina. You know what? That was justified. Sorry, I'm gonna say it. That was justified. I would have done it. I would. Why would you say that? No, because the reason for that being said was to piss you off. Correct.
That was probably like one of the most craziest things that have ever happened. Besides the Bama shit, that was probably
no. But given the situation that happened with you experiencing people trying to get at your man, like, why would you say that?
Right.
Have you made up?
And I'm not. I don't care. I'm not.
How long were you friends?
Probably since I'm like 15, 16.
Okay, that's sad though. Maybe, okay, but no.
That's, I sat there and did that too.
No.
I sat with myself.
No, let me tell you, I'm not saying like.
I sat with myself and I tried to figure out.
There could be another side of the story. She could have another perspective on it, but did the words, your man is what I'm going to have your man take me home.
When I show you the video, because I have cameras and they pick up sound and everything. When I show you the video, you're going to see her facial expressions,
okay,
her
but you
hand
need to hit her.
You're going to see everything she did when she said it, and then you're going to see her, when I run around the car, get into fighting stance, like you knew what you said and you knew it was going to happen.
Okay, I don't condone violence. I don't condone violence. Maybe you should have just cut her off and never talked to her again. Like, why would you say that? I don't know. Okay, well, I'm sorry, and I hope that if that friendship meant a lot to you, I hope that maybe you could figure it out. But
wouldn't have to keep her on a leash around him?
I think she just said that to make you mad. I don't think maybe she wasn't trying to, you made her upset, so she said, I'm gonna make you upset. Do you actually think she wants to get with your man?
Yes.
Okay, well, then maybe don't rekindle that. Never mind. Maybe she just said that. Was she drunk?
Yeah. A drunk mind.
Sober thoughts.
Yeah.
Come on now. Okay. What's the dumbest thing you've bought since making money? Like the thing that you went home and you're like, probably shouldn't have purchased that.
Probably like some jewelry or something.
Do you still have it?
Probably not.
What?
The
Durango?
No, I love my car.
How many cars do you have?
The car I don't have yet.
Which one?
5. Yeah, 5. I want the long wheelbase Range Rover.
Okay. I thought it was gonna be like a Ferrari. You don't like sports cars?
No, I do, but I need an everyday car. I need a mom car.
A Cullinan.
No, this doesn't go fast enough for me.
It's a V12, babe.
No.
Come on, Jay. The Cullinan.
I've had Cullinans
She's
before.
T.
I just
Oh,
don't.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I've had like 3 of them, and they're not enough. Okay, word. What was the pivot point where you decided to talk about serious topics in your past online, like abuse and mental health? Like, when did you think, like, okay, this is my moment, like, I want to speak about this?
Just whenever I was comfortable. I was never like scared per se or like waiting for a perfect moment. I just feel like maybe something might have happened in that moment or something, and I just wanted to talk about it.
So it's just really when it comes up for you, like when you feel it.
I know for the turnabout situation, the program I had went to where they did all that stuff, it was another girl saying she had got molested there, and that's when I spoke out about it. Because I just kind of kept it to myself because I thought no one would believe me.
You know, that's a common thing that happens.
Yeah.
Like, women don't speak up because they're afraid no one's going to believe them, and that's just going to be like a voice in the multitude of millions.
Like, yeah, like I just spoke out about on Ari's show. I just spoke out about the Frank. Did you see it? The Frank situation, like
your
old bodyguard?
your security guard. That's disgusting. I did see that.
Yeah, and that was from 13 to 16.
Did he get any repercussions because of it?
No.
Ever?
No. Airplane mode, my phone, because they're not gonna stop calling. Thanks, Devin.
Yeah, I do that too. Have you ever like been on the phone and then you're like, oh, the connection's bad, you put on airplane? I do that.
Yeah.
Sorry if I ever like, I just exposed my fucking self. Anyway, what keeps you grounded? Because for me, I haven't figured that out yet.
Yeah, I don't think I have either. It's just like certain things I do. Like, I don't know. My purposes be like, for example, I love getting ready in the morning.
Really?
Like showering and my skincare
like a routine.
and everything. Like,
Okay.
I love doing that. Like, I love getting dressed.
To just like stay at home or like do you do something? Okay.
Both. Like,
to feel pretty. I like that.
Like the things that make me happy are like being a mom.
What's your favorite part?
Of being a mom, just like watching her do things.
Really?
Yeah, like now.
Like that's a little person doing something.
She says hi. She says bye. She says agua.
Agua.
Yeah. So my nanny is Colombian.
Oh my God. She's gonna know Spanish.
Yeah.
You need to get one that speaks like multiple languages, like French. So she's just gonna be speaking every language ever.
No, literally. But I just love watching her do things. Like, she hands stuff to me, and it's just like the little tiniest simple things are just like.
Like that's a piece of you?
Yeah.
That's so interesting.
And then like she has my attitude.
Now? Isn't she one?
Yes. Like, sometimes she doesn't like me, and I don't judge her.
She's like, get the fuck away from me.
No, sometimes she really does not like me, and when she does this, I sit there and I show her every single picture and video of her coming out of my vagina.
Danielle!
I sit her down and I'm like, hey.
I'm your mother.
I've had to do it like 5 times this week alone. So this is what she does.
Like, what's your favorite movie, Callie? She's like, well, my mom has shown me my fucking birth video 17,000 fucking times since the age of 1. So that would be it.
Like, I plan on pulling those videos out forever. Like,
was that how?
forever.
Explain that moment. Like, giving
But let me tell you what she
birth.
does. Let me tell you what she
sorry.
does. So my nanny will be holding her, and I'll walk up and I'll like. So either she goes like this or she goes. Ah!
From you?
Yes. And she'll full blown start crying, like, and I'm just like, all right, you know what?
Let me remind you who your mother is. Wait, that would make me so sad as a mom.
It makes me really sad.
That would make me so
And then
upset.
she runs over to him.
To LaVon?
Or to my mom.
Maybe she needs a moment with her dad or her grandma. But like, listen, this is your selfish moment where you're like, no, when I want time with you, I need you to want your time with me. I get it. I see it. I see it now.
Yeah, like, she really makes me so mad, and I'm just like, you know what, little girl?
She's
okay.
won.
She makes me mad.
She's won.
She makes me mad when she does that. I don't like when she does that.
Gets mad at a 1-year-old. I mean, I get it. I'd be upset. That's the one thing too, like, I've always wondered, like, okay, if I have a kid, like, I'm gonna have a nanny, right? Like, I would go into full-blown panic attacks if I thought that baby thought that was her mother. Like, is that never a fear?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because
And
the nanny,
like,
I'm assuming, spends more time with Callie.
yeah, but because like she spends like nights with her and stuff, and I will say that's like one thing I regret. Like I had Callie by myself fully for like the first 2 months, like full 24/7. We had a nanny, we had a night nurse, but that's a whole nother story. And I just didn't trust it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, that's my biggest thing because of the things that I went through as a kid. Like, I'm
so
afraid.
My nanny is actually my housekeeper that
Okay.
had been doing my house for like years.
Yeah. That's one thing that people don't talk about enough. I didn't even want to talk about this, but I recently just got robbed in New York by like a hotel, and they like stole like my diamonds and stuff. And I'm over here thinking like, I'm so blessed to trust my maids, and I treat the people that work for me very well because I never want them to leave because people don't understand how hard it is to find people
Like
to
that,
fucking
yes,
trust.
100%. So what happened was me and my friend were going to the mall and they were cleaning the house and we were packing the baby up. And Fernanda was like, oh, do you want me to, so it's a mom and a daughter. So she was like, oh, do you want us to watch the baby while you're gone? And I'm like, oh, sure. And when we came back, Callie was like all nuzzled up. She had mitts on. She had her little socks on. She was good. And I told Levon about it, and he was like, well, you know what you got to do. And we just made her the nanny.
And you've never regretted it? And she's the best. Yo, shout out Danielle's nanny. Is her name Fernanda? Loida? Shout out Loida. It's hard to find good people, you know? It really is. And I know I've seen on the internet that, like, you've talked about, like, getting robbed. And, like, is it people from, like, the inside? Like, has that...
I have no idea. Never been solved. But it's okay. Nothing with me is ever solved. No man who's molested me has ever went to jail. No woman that's done nothing to me has ever had consequences. No, like, literally nothing. Like,
Karma will get them.
no child that bullied me in school ever got in trouble for it. But when I punched him in the face back, I got expelled or suspended.
See, that would piss me. Like, that's just annoying.
Literally, when I was in school, a girl walked up to me. I was walking out. It was at lunch. I was walking with my tray towards the table, and I was actually, like, talking to one of my friends as I'm walking towards there. And we were, like, laughing and whatever, and the girl walked up, smacked the tray out of my hand, and pushed me. So I rocked her fucking world, and I got in trouble. She didn't get in trouble at all.
Well, because you
even though she pushed me.
Okay, well, yeah, because usually the school system will defend the first, or will penalize the person after the first punch.
A little girl walked up to me and pulled my pants and underwear down in front of the whole class, and guess what? They told my mom. Her parents are going through a divorce.
Where the fuck are these schools?
Palm Beach County.
Here? In Florida?
Yeah.
Did you rock her shit?
I was too young.
Well, fuck that little girl, wherever she's at today. Do you ever know where they're at?
Oh, so that's what I was telling you. Like, those are the ones that hit me up.
What?
Yes.
What?
Those are the ones that hit me up, and it's like the weirdest thing ever.
Pause. They bullied you. You specifically know who they are.
Bro, one girl wanted to fight me because her boyfriend had a crush on me, and I wasn't even aware.
You do realize she does realize you're famous, right? Like, you are bad
No.
baby.
This was like in school.
Oh, okay. I'm like
Like,
people have
like the whole school was following me while I was walking to class, and I was so confused. And her sister actually was the one that was like, this is not about to happen. Like, she was gonna fight me.
And she hit you up.
Yeah, she's hit me up.
What the fuck did she say? I need to. Hey, girl.
Yeah, like shit like that. Yeah. Oh, do you remember me? Oh, bitch, I never forget.
Shut the. Wait, I would low key respond. Wait, no, don't respond. Don't. That's bad PR.
There was this little girl. Her name was Kiki.
Oh, wow.
She invited me. Oh, if I ever see this little bitch, I don't care how long it's been.
When did this happen?
Her and her raggedy ass, fat ass, donkey looking mother. If I ever see these two people.
I'm crying.
So this is the shit that like used to happen to me when I was a kid, and you wonder why I was the way I was. I get invited to her birthday party by her. It's at her pool. Her mom, like, everyone's chilling. Mm-hmm. Even my best, I feel like Hannah was there. My best friend Hannah, who's still my best friend to this day, she was there. Like, the little girl's mother comes to drop snacks off, and she sees me. I don't even know this woman.
Why would you know your friend's mom from school?
I don't think I ever even met her before, even in passing at school or anything. Mm-hmm. She went crazy on me for being there and chased me. She literally chased me from the pool probably halfway around the neighborhood. This big silverback gorilla, 250-pound lady.
Where was anyone else's mom?
No, it was just the girls there.
Like, you got dropped off. Did you?
My
What'd
mama
you do?
came. She called the police. My mom was not. My mom wanted her fucking head. Like, but my mom couldn't do nothing because the police were already there by the time the lady showed up.
Yeah. And she hit you up on some, hey, girl, remember me?
And so, now, okay, the girl who was going to fight me about the boy, she was big. She was
like
fit.
Tall?
Yeah. She was fit, but she was big bone, thick.
Mm-hmm.
So, she was friends with the girl, Kiana.
Whose mom chased you?
Yes. And we were at Atlantic, I forgot what it's called. I think it's Atlantic. Something
After
like that.
the pool chasing?
Yeah, like a couple months later, one night. And I was going to fight her in the bathroom. And the big bitch came in and wouldn't let me fight her. She wasn't trying to fight me either, but she was just like trying to like stop me. She was trying to reason with me.
Then what happened?
I just couldn't do nothing. Because it was like 3 of them, plus the big bitch.
Yo. So, is there a world where you would ever even see them in passing? Like, could they ever even be around you?
Oh,
I don't
now
feel like
that I'm back in Florida, yeah, and it's a lot of these little motherfuckers I hope to see, because
that's not worth it.
They had a graduation party and passed the invitations out to everyone but me and said, make sure Danielle doesn't see this. And even the teachers knew about it.
You don't forget about anything.
No.
Well, they're not worth it. You're a bad baby. Like,
I got in trouble one time for, I always had big boobs. Like, my boobs were always big. Like, a lot of people fail to realize I did just get my boobs done, but I got them, the pictures I showed my doctor weren't of another girl. They were of me before having Callie, before breastfeeding. So I actually went smaller than, I used to be a triple D. I'm like a D, double D. I could fit a D. Like, I think right now I have a D on, but I could fit a double D too. So I always had big boobs. Oh, she's got tissue in her bra, like at lunch. Like, just for no reason.
Girls are so mean. Like, genuinely,
and of course all of them were flatter than a washboard. So
but that's how it usually goes, right? Like, you want something that someone else has, and like, it'll never be. That's how kids are just
I pulled
so
my
mean.
shit out.
You did what?
I pulled my shit out in the bathroom. Yep. I said, gather around. And of course one of them went and snitched. I said, I got tissue? It's tissue, right? It's socks, it's tissue? Oh yeah, okay. Now what? And guess what? After that, everyone talked about how huge Danielle's boobs were, and I was the talk of the fucking school.
And I bet they fucking hated it. It's not worth it. Don't trip over there. No, who are they? Where are they today? Where are they? What are they doing? Where's the 250-pound girl? Where's she at? What is she doing? Like, Danielle, it is not worth it. Let it go.
Bro, when I was at Congress Middle School, my mom was a stripper because she drove the Challenger and had a fat ass. I used to get bullied because they thought my mom was a stripper.
They were pulling anything out to just fuck with you.
Like, bro, it was and this has been going on since preschool, bro.
I think that's why you're very defensive.
Like, yes. Like, it's always something. Like, I'm sorry that your mother sends you to school looking like who did it and why. My mother would get my nails done, get my eyebrows done. She taught me how to shave when I was like 9 or 10. Like, my mom was very big on hygiene. Like, and it wasn't about, oh, you have to look sexy or you have to please men. It was just about keeping yourself together.
Yeah. I mean, 9 or 10 is kind of young for that, though.
Shaving?
Yeah.
I was a hairy motherfucker. and she couldn't risk, she couldn't risk what they would do to me. She couldn't risk it.
What?
The things they would say.
Yeah.
She couldn't
Would
risk
you come
it.
home and tell her?
Yes.
I got made fun of. I went to a, fun fact, I went to
Bro, do you know how many times my mom drove back around and went back into the school? Like,
that's so sad.
and they would never do nothing about it, ever, anything, nothing.
Yeah, and then they wonder why people fight. I remember, like, middle school just being, like, just a fucking shit show. Also high school, like, I never
went to high school.
I was never liked. High school's brutal. High school's, like, fucked. Like, but I'm gonna be honest with you, like, I'm a nice person, but it doesn't mean I'm a kind person all the time. Like, I'm nice and I'm a very, very loyal person. Like, me and my best friend Julie have been friends for like 10 years. Like, I'm extremely loyal. Like,
see, and that would be me.
Very loyal
that
person.
That would be me. I do have friends that I've been like me and Hannah. We've been friends since 4th grade. Like, I do have people like that, but it's just it be them. Like,
yeah,
so
then you just
many
you have the
people,
wrong people in your life.
You would
know what
still
I mean?
be here right now, and that's why I'm just so selective with who I let around me, who I let around him, who I let around my daughter.
And you should be. It's protect your energy. You know what I mean? But I'm telling you, like, I'm very defensive. Like, I'm a bitch when it comes down to the people that I love. Like, that's the whole reason this thing even popped off. Like, oh, Camilla's clocking tea. Like, I'm not clocking tea. I'm standing up for what's right. I don't want to sit here and come on and act like I'm not a problematic person. And I'll tell you right now, like, I could have a deal with Prada for $50 million. If something's going on behind the scenes that's fucked up wrong and just outright maybe just illegal, I will never put money before what, like, the right thing is. And I've always been like that. And, like, in my opinion, some girls will literally just, like, to be the popular person or to be like I was always just the one that never took shit. Like, I just didn't.
That was me.
I'm witty, I'm quick with it, I have a smart ass mouth, I'm sarcastic, and some people don't like it. You're the type of person, you walk in a room, people want to talk to you because I'm telling you, you defeated odds and they want to know why and why they couldn't. You walk in a room, you're a light, Danielle. Like, you have such a good energy.
That's what a lot of people don't understand about
like,
me is,
I'm
like,
gonna be honest, like, Danielle, she walks in the room and it, like, radiates. Like,
people really don't, and that's, like, people get very jealous and envious of that.
Of the people who,
that is not something you can buy.
It's not.
That is not something you can go to a doctor and get. Like, the way I am, like how you said, quick, witty, like,
you're very personable.
Like, the way I am, it's just not for sale. And that really hurts some people.
Me and Julia specifically, like, there's just, anybody, in my opinion, there's just an unspoken rule. If you've ever said you think he was cute, if you've ever even looked at him and bat an eye, if he's with someone that you've ever been with, like, if Julia was with a man, even if it was a one-night stand, they were fucked up, you don't touch that man.
You know what's crazy?
You don't touch the man. You don't look at him. You don't text him. You don't talk to him.
LV wasn't the only one. LV wasn't the only one.
That you'd been with, that she'd been with? Mm-hmm. That's not right, though. Like,
she hit up Sosa. She was fucking got it. I think she still fucking got it. And my friend Autumn, who I was seeing.
It's just a rule. It truly is. Like, if
she had been around me and got it a lot around, like, in the same setting. She was even around LV in the same setting.
It's an unspoken rule. Truly. Like, if Julia's ever even in a conversation, we went out to a party.
If you see her in his likes on
no,
you, like,
you don't like the picture. You don't do it. You simply don't do it. It's because why would I want to instill doubt in you?
It's one thing to be like, oh, I seen you in Joshua's likes. He cute, ain't he? Like, that's one thing.
Yeah, okay, you can gas up your friend if they're not in love with the person.
Yeah, exactly.
Like if you're in love with someone and you're this is just me. If I'm in love with my partner and you came to me, you're like, oh, like he seemed like you make a comment that isn't okay. Like for example, if you're in love with someone, you don't ask, oh, is like, how's the dick? Like that, I think that's inappropriate.
Yes.
I think that's inappropriate because if you don't like someone and you hooked up with somebody and I was like, that's inappropriate. Yo, how was the sex? Because you don't give a fuck about him.
Yeah.
It was a one night thing, but for someone to come in and be like, yo, how's Levon's, like, what the fuck do you want to know that for? Like, that's me. Like, that's how I was raised.
You know what's really crazy?
That's just principle to me.
I get a lot of questions like that, and then people try to play it off like, oh, well, I'm just trying to see why you stay. Like, and I promise you, like, yes, his dick may be one of them, but it's on the bottom of the fucking list. Like, that shit is literally so crazy to me. Like, people really try to play it off with that.
He's right there.
No, like, yes, his dick is definitely one reason I stay, but it's like he does a lot way more greater things than just sex. Like,
I would never, like, it's just not me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. And I think that's, honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you, like, I have very few friends. I have Julie, I have the Bop House girls, like, if they're upstairs right now, but, like, you would truly love them. Like, they're very sweet, kind people, but there is an unspoken rule. You just don't do it. If I see Julie in somebody's likes, you avoid it. You avoid it, you just don't do it. It's just, like, it's awkward. It's an awkward situation to be in. When you are trying to build something with someone, and when a friendship is something friendship takes work, it takes time, and it takes trust.
well, let me tell you how I am. When I was single, there was this guy that used to hit me up all the time, like, super famous, super rich, super known, like, not necessarily my type, but my best friend used to say, like, all the time, like, he's a rapper. My best friend used to say, like, all the time, like, oh, he's so fine, like, he's my favorite, da-da-da. And I always avoided him. And this man probably would have had me doing anything I wanted to do with. I'd be pocketing my money while he paid my bills. He wanted me so bad, and I just couldn't fathom the fact that she always used to say how it should. First of all, it'd be odd, like, it'd be weird.
Yeah, like, respectfully, I could not suck your dick knowing my friend was in my ear saying that she wanted to fuck you.
Yeah, and, like, how would I know that she still doesn't want to do that? And, like, you know?
Yeah, I feel you. I think we hit all the points. I'm excited. I'm happy you came. Are you comfortable? Do you want to say anything else? Do you have anything else you want to talk about? Any last words?
I think that's it. But if you have, like, this is the last time I'm going to say it. So if you have
listen,
any more questions about that situation, get them out now.
I literally don't. You know, to conclude the Bama situation, Bama, look, I don't hate you. She might hate you.
And, like, I understand that I chose to be with him, and, like, I'm the one that's going to have to, like, yeah, it would have been way easier to forget about it, leaving him and just leaving it in the past. But, you know, I choose to be with him, and I have to fight through it. And so y'all got to understand, y'all saying these things about me, comparing me, it's not helping my healing process. It's already hard enough for me as it is. And seeing somebody say something that's not true or have the story wrong, like, it just takes the life out of me not to correct it. So, like, if you're really my true fan and you care about me, just stop. Like, if you're really my true fan and you care about me and you want to see me heal through this and get through this and you want to see my relationship thrive and me thrive as a mother and a person, because shit like this will affect every side of you, you know, like, leave this shit alone. Y'all don't have to even comment, oh, you're prettier than Bama, or I don't even want to see her name. Like, just let the shit be. Everything doesn't have to be, and I'm going to continue to wear blonde hair. I'm going to continue to do me. Like,
continue to fight for your happiness.
I will.
And I truly admire you, love you. I love your work. Thank you for the feature in the song. Can I have a hug? I just feel like I want to hug you. Thank you for coming. This couldn't have gone better. I want you guys to know that not everything is how it seems online. You know, cut people some slack. I love you guys. We love you guys. And stay tuned.